use that, maybe do a couple things to it. There is a foil Nullhide. Do I want to pay for a foil dog? Oh, there's a foil Ghalta too. Man, can I play this deck in good conscience? I have so many Jeskai foils. I should just play the Jeskai deck because there's Jeskai foils, right? That should be the easy decision. I should just playing the Jeskai deck is the obvious choice because I have more foils for that deck. This is 8, 10, this is only 14 blue sources on Frilled Mystic. Seems a little low. I guess the flip side of that is the Explore package. The Explore package kind of increases the number of foils you're likely to see. This is Use's list that we were talking about. That someone had linked me. You play like Incubation Druid for a little bit of fixing and extra acceleration to help Frilled Mystic have. You dropped a 3 Ghalta and added a 3rd Jadelight. That doesn't seem unreasonable. More Explore Dorks helps you get to these things consistently. Vernash, again, like, kind of break yourself of that thinking. Why is Guildgate bad with Steel Leaf Champion? If anything, this is good with Steel Leaf Champion because it helps you cast it. I also don't know that, like, we need the Guildgates, I guess. Like, do we want just islands in there? That's true. If we're expecting a lot of Esper, Deckhand is much worse than Growth Chamber Guardian. I do like me some Growth Chamber. Don't forget sleeves. Yep. It's just like splashing Frilled Mystic. Tried both and preferred Deckhand. Well, Deckhand, we literally just talked about it, J-Boz. Deckhand's really good in the matches where your boards are stalling, but it's much worse against Esper control. I don't know. I don't know that I want to think about something new this evening either. We played the Jeskai control deck a bunch. I might just, like, do that. I already submitted it. I don't have to edit anything. So, here's the thing about a card like Frilled Mystic. Yes, it's obvious when you're holding it up, but decks like this that get on the board very quickly, they don't give the opponent the option of being able to play around it a lot of the time. It's one of those things where you just, like, you just don't have the choice. Like, they just die. It's like, don't have the luxury to play around things. Target's creature controls 1/1 counter on it. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. That's interesting. This has turned into yelling cards at Jeff.chat. We're gonna play games here in a second. Think we should play Snapcaster Mage and Tarmogoyf? Alright, let's do it. I feel like we should set an arbitrary metric for if I clear that metric, it means I play the deck tomorrow. What's a good arbitrary metric? What's the match record where if we hit that record, we just snap off playing this tomorrow? Now I feel like I can give it one loss. 3-2, 75. I was thinking like 4-1. Let's be. No, the events are definitely are definitely less competitive on average than the ladder in my experience. I think 4-1's good. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and when I get back, we're gonna play this. And if we 4-1, we'll snap it off and just kill people tomorrow. Wait, should there be some spell pierces in here? Part of me feels like there should be some spell pierces in here. Discuss. Dr. ZZ, thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back. I'll be right back. Yeah, I think Spell Pierce is kind of busted with Nullhide Ferox. I think Spell Pierce is kind of busted with Nullhide Ferox. Can I put a cheeky Spell Pierce in the main? Deck lists are heads up tomorrow, so I'm gonna put a Spell Pierce in the main. Fun fact: cheeky one-ofs are better when your opponent knows what your deck list is. You played your Simic aggro anytime recently. Which one is that? You mean just straight Simic climb? Yeah, it's like a less aggressive version of this, right? Is Canopy better than Harpooner? Harpooner, like, attacks people. So I don't think so. Harpooner attacks and blocks, which is like... If there was ever a deck that was all about attacking and blocking, it's definitely this one. Here's the thing. Okay, so people, I'm going to say this one more time for people that aren't listening or maybe weren't here earlier. Spell Pierce is good with Nullhide Ferox because your opponent has to pay 2 more mana to cast their removal spell at Nullhide Ferox. And then once they pay 2 mana to send their removal spell at your Nullhide Ferox, they then have less mana when you spell pierce them. Because when they pay 2 to turn off your Ferox, they are also turning it off for you too. So like, in order to mortify a Nullhide Ferox through spell pierce, you need 7 mana. Yes, you also don't always have it. That is also a good takeaway. You also just don't always have it. I agree. That does sound like gas, right? Get out of here! Get out of here! Pew! Are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? Okie doke. Oh. Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love. Oh. That was, man, if that was wrong, then I don't want to be right, chat. If that was wrong, then I don't want to be right. Protecting the queen is easy when she's 6'6", dummy thick, semi-hex proof. Yep. Yup. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Alright, what am I cutting here? I think Ghalta comes out. I want all these counter spells. I think I want the Brontodons. I think I probably trim the Jadelight Rangers. Brontodon's at a similar point on the curve. Do I want these Kraul Harpooners? Do I want the Kraul Harpooners? Do I want an out? The Jeskai list we've been playing for the last 3 days, Crimson, the one on my website. I wanted to say something negative about Mystics, but I waited to see the results, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, they definitely have Niv Mizzet, but like Harpooner just dies to shock when you go to kill the Niv Mizzet is the awkward part. I don't know. I could just cut the Growth Chamber Guardians. I guess I could trim Climb too. I'm just gonna do that. Let's just do that. Alright, in. Yeah, the single worst part about this deck is you have to register this Hinterland Harbor, and Hinterland Harbor is the dual land that nobody loves and does not come in foil. Do you stay awake at night, Hinterland Harbor, wondering why nobody loves you? Do you? Do you? Dragon Skull Summon and Hinterland Harbor are the only dual lands that don't have a full art. Squibfish, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Dear opponent, please don't fiery cannonade me. Dear opponent, please don't fiery cannonade me. Leave Hinterland Harbor alone. It's doing the best it can. Yep. And now I relate to Hinterland Harbor. Poor Hinty. Alright, getting Dubs lava coiled before we slam Brontodon doesn't seem that bad for us. Sure. I think I play this out here because if they have Niv, it doesn't die to this because they lava coiled my other two creatures. So we're hoping to dodge like blue source Niv here. Wow, that sleeve is gorgeous. I'm playing this before I attack because I want to play around Syncopate. How did game one go? We dumpstered them. Nullhide Ferox is a messed up magic card. Should you Brontodon and upkeep in case they had something like blank? Yeah, definitely corrosion. This is going straight to the 10-0. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, calm down. Everybody calm down. Pretty good. Do we need True Fire Circles? Yeah, we combo killed twice with the True Fire Star deck. It was a good set overall. I think I'm trading if they attack. I have to say, I think I'm in a position that I want to trade. Oh, they always have an elephant. Oh. Unfortunately, I'm not holding up Mystic here because this is to make 3 mana the same color. They have 5, 6, 7 permanents. So if they had 3 permanents at the table here. Actually, the Stone Cold Perfects. Actually, the Stone Cold Perfects. Every time, right? Just like, well, we might stabilize here, except if they like do the thing with the other thing and the thing, and then it's just like deader than dead. That was a white weenie hand. You are not wrong. Meh. I don't even know, like, do I want Titanic Brawl and Thrash in this matchup? They're probably better than Frilled Mystic. Frilled Mystic probably isn't very good here, huh? Just do these as some removal. This matchup, if I had to venture against, is close to impossible. I think the fact that Loxodon's a 4/4 is probably the most obnoxious thing about it. Like, it's really big. Yeah, I definitely think Elephant pushes the opponent's archetype more than History Benalia does. Like, History Benalia is an incredibly tame card by comparison. Also an elf. I mean, that's just like true in Magic's history, right? Like, if you look back on Magic historically speaking, all of the most powerful things about this game that tend to, like, be busted are things that cheat the resource system, right? And, like, that mechanic is no exception. Jadelight's an honorary elf, yep. Morning, Bomb Squad. Do I want to just flip this over? I think I kind of do. I think I'm going to attack with this. If they want to eat it in combat, the Pelt Collector gets bigger. I play the Llanowar Elves post-combat. Wonder what they kept. They didn't do anything with 3 mana. Seems weird. They boarded in a Johnny. Okay.
Do not fear, my friend.
TAing a programming course for non-CS majors is tedious. Rough. Sounds like it.
I will lend you my strength.
So, like, they don't even have good attacks here, right? So I could jump Jadelight and kill this. I could jump Jadelight and hit them, but the problem is they can gain up to 5 next turn, so that's not super profitable. I think I'm just going to attack Jadelight into a Johnny. And if they stack block, I can climb to blow out the stack block. I think I just go double Growth Chamber Guardian here. It might have been right to, like, play this plus this pre-combat. Use my mana a little bit more efficiently. Marshall, Marshall, Marshall. Yeah, Hearthstone finally banned their even odd cards, right? I saw they had like 140,000 people watching the other night, just like a random Thursday. Like, Arena's great in getting big, but we're like nothing compared to that, right? Like, biggest Magic streamers are like Day 9 and Nox, and we're lucky if they clear, you know, 5,000-6,000. Well, I'm still infinite mana away from setting up a double jump Punchworthy. Nowhere near that. Hearthstone decided to unrancid itself. I'm gonna send this over here again. Toolboxer, thanks for the Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Maybe I'm just supposed to jump this pre-combat and guaranteed kill the Ajani. I don't know, I kind of don't mind killing their creature here. Armored Shoes, thanks for the 7 months. Appreciate you keeping me around. This thing ults at 7, right?
You are capable of more than you assume.
Yeah, I agree, Aaron. Magic will never be as large as Hearthstone is. In large part due to the mobile audience. I agree. The Arena team did a great job with the audio aspect of the game. To infinity and beyond.
I will fight on.
I will fight on. Blue Splash Blue White Weenie is the norm, Sheriff. The last Pro Tour saw White Weenie Splash Blue. Top 8. Even a land drop next turn is not a terrible draw. Oh, I guess I need it specifically to be a blue source, right? Because if it's not a blue source, I can't play and activate this. Fight! Yeah, I probably should have killed this a little sooner. I don't know. I think my opponent's run enough lands that it's not gonna matter here. Next turn, their History of Benalia pops off, but remember, Winged Temple can be used on defense too, so I'm just like, gonna pass here. I can also like double fart these Growth Chamber Guardian, so I have like 4/4s and stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. If they attack with everything, it's probably gonna be a like double activate, because then like when these dies, the Pelt Collectors get bigger. Gonna go lose a bunch with Jeskai. Sounds good, Maddie. Talk me into or out of it. play Mardu Pyromancer and paper my local Gluffin because I enjoy it. I tend to go 2-2, 3-1 against a mix of top tier decks and more random decks. Do you think the London Mulligan rule will make my deck unplayable and functions like that? Do you think the rule could possibly help my deck because it allows me to choose what kind of answers? My opinion on the London Mulligan rule without having experience to play it is that on the surface, I think the London Mulligan rule is going to make every deck that's already playable better, and it's going to take decks that already weren't good to begin with and make them worse. I think the London Mulligan rule, what it's going to do is likely increase the discrepant. How do I tell which of these triggers are for the 3-3 and which of these triggers are for the 4-4? Is there any way for me to tell? There isn't, right? So ideally, no, it's showing me which Pelt Collector they're for, but some of these triggers are related to the 3-3 Growth Chamber Guardian, and some of these triggers are related to the 4-4 Growth Chamber Guardians, chat. So if I don't stack them in the right order, I won't get 4-4 Pelt Collectors. So both these Pelt Collectors should be 4-4s. Alright, we got lucky. They're both 4-4s. But I don't believe that interface was showing me what that difference was, unless I'm missing it. I'm like, that's a pretty edge case scenario, but hopefully the auto stack gets it correct. Well, no, one of my Pelt Collectors was a 1-1, chat. So if the 3-3 triggers went to the very bottom, the 2 4-4s would resolve, and then that one would happen. People that are saying it was highlighting on the battlefield, please go back and watch what I was actually saying. You're not understanding what I'm telling you. Nullhide's also, like, a good target for this, since it's, like, pseudo-hexproof, which is sweet. Again, what I'm talking about, being able to see with those triggers, is not related to which Pelt Collector the trigger was related to. It's seeing which Growth Chamber Guardian the trigger was related to. Because the 3-3 Growth Chamber Guardian needed to go on the stack first, so it resolved first. Man, we've had some good back and forth. I think this is a small mistake on their part. I think they were supposed to have made a thing with this first, probably. Am I dead on board if I attack with this for 12? I can go block, and then only take 6, so I just pump up the jam here, right? And then attack and kill them, so we kill them in 2. We're gonna take 7 off of this. We could be dead if they have like a unbreakable formation off the top. Does Beneficial Marshal kill us? Land definitely doesn't. So they only gain 5, then we pop up for 12 again next turn. Yeah, some of them don't have many unbreakables in it. Why does climb work on a hexproof target? Because hexproof means your opponents can't target it. Doesn't mean you can't target it. Hexproof is busto. Hexproof is like peak non-interaction for the opponent. Hey, Durham, thanks for the 3 months of support. I'm glad you're enjoying the modern stuff too. I'm redoing a touch more modern in Moto the week leading into the new set release, as the standard kind of ebbs off. Alright. Elefante, elefante, do 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 do. Triple, never not triple 1-drop elephant into Marshall. At least they don't have the city's blessing yet, I suppose. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Twitch ad chat participation to any sort of algorithm. Does participating in chat help a streamer more than lurking? No, it doesn't. I do not to get paid anything for people just hanging out. I messed up. I had it in my head that I was going to be able to play this, but Nullhide Ferox means I actually can't. Probably should have just played another Nullhide here, rather than activating this and doing this. That was a mistake on my part. I was thinking I could have this fight this, but that's not true. Yeah, views, and even views matter less than subs to a degree. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, if I have less average viewer count, but like higher sub count, that's like worth more to me in terms of like how much it pays my bills. Yeah, the number of viewers you have gets you higher in the browse list, exactly. But like once you're in like the top like 1 to 4 for the channel category you're in, you're like, there really isn't a noticeable difference. So I can pay 2 to get rid of this, then this costs 1. So I think I'm just gonna hold that up this turn. Probably gonna kill the Sky Marcher. I'm not gonna kill the Sky Marcher in advance because if they get like a draw like this might induce them to like make a big attack that ends up not being very good for them. Alright, so I'm gonna block here, and then I'm gonna turn this off. And then I'm gonna have Brawl have this fight this. Which then means this eats this. This is gonna trade here, basically. Which is gonna put a counter over here. I'm gonna take 4, this is gonna die. This dies. That was like okay-ish for us. I need like a Ghalta or a blue source into a climb here though. Like I'm still not in that amazing of a spot here. If I attack with this, I still have 4 blockers back. If they want to kill this, they have to give up their Marshal, which seems good for me. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack with this. And this block is just free for them, right? Because they're just, like, taking 4 instead of taking 6, basically. Alright, so I have to tap out for climb with the elf. That's probably worth it though, right? So now do I want to flip this turn? There's no reason to, right? So I'm just going to make this bigger. Can't attack because I'll die on the backswing. We're favored because we can go bigger. I think they go bigger faster. They go wide and tall at the same time, punch-worthy. When we have these little, like, miscellaneous flyers that also make things challenging for us. Like, they have draws that just kill us, and we don't have draws that just kill them on the backswing. Well, they're not dead to pumped Ferox, because if I put the counter on the Ferox, the climb doesn't flip here, chat. So they are, in fact, not dead to Ferox. Sleep doesn't look particularly castable. Alright, so now I have to flip this. And then they're gonna make another attacker. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm dead on the backswing if I use the climb. So I think I'm attacking. Because if I attack, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after they do this. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers still. And, like, I slaughter them on the backswing. So I think if I ship with Pelt Collector... Actually, I think I ship with Nullhide Ferox here. Am I supposed to pump the brakes? In case of Baffling End. I don't know that I can afford to play around Baffling End. I think I need to put the pressure on him. Hadana's, the Wing Temple gives flying. So this gives flying on defense. And like, here's the problem now, is they get to make a token every turn. So like, by not applying pressure to them, I really don't have anywhere to go, right? I guess I get to get a Growth Chamber Guardian here, but like, I'm like, they drew a creature for the turn, so like, I'm accruing extras at a lower rate than they are. And like, I can't use the climb offensively, because I'll just die on the backswing. Right-click attack all. It might be... Yeah, eventually they're gonna rip a Baffling End or a Conclave or something like that. Exactly. Alright, so if I cast this, I then have to... they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers, and I'm only gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers, so I actually can't use this right now. I just have to pass. Because I have to climb pre-blockers using these Llanowar Elves if I cast this. I think we're gonna lose to the Odonto. To use Reclamation? No, this is not a Wilderness Reclamation deck. That's lethal, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Alright, dead. Sounds like the audio is starting to bug out, so I'm gonna go ahead and restart really quick here before we play the last few matches. There's a London Mulligan online. The London Mulligan should be live on Magic Online, I believe. These people are great by their stuff. These people also pretty great by their stuff. Back to our regularly scheduled Magic Arena. I don't know, Just Guy feels like it's the deck I like that's like the least crap against White Weenie. All these green, like, aggro mid-range decks are really bad against White Weenie in my experience. Yeah, they're testing the London Mulligan on MTGO because people want to be able to use it to practice for the Pro Tour. Yeah, maybe it's right to just attack at some point. No, just Magic Online. Because the Pro Tour coming up that they're testing this Mulligan rule at, chat, is a Modern Pro Tour, and you can't play Modern on Magic Online. Do you think Sultai is bad against White Weenie? No, Sultai tends to be good against White Weenie on average. Notice I said aggressive green decks. Like these Growth Chamber Guardian, these blue-green based ones. That's they're functionally different than Sultai. Sultai has Finality combined with Wild Growth Walker and Hostage Shaker and stuff like that push it solidly into its favor in my experience. God, the Breeding Pool off the top was a good draw. You're not wrong. Another Reclamation deck. I guess Steel Leaf and the Nullhide means we still maybe have a chance. We'll see. This is like a tough nut. I like if they Lava Coil this, we can then stick this. I mean, if we'd have had Deckhand Aaron, I wouldn't have had mana to stay alive, and I would have just died much sooner. I wouldn't have had mana to activate it, and I wouldn't have had sufficient blockers to just, like, not die in every one of their attack steps. I would have died to their guy in the air by not having a Hadana's Climb. And yeah, deckhand's, like, okay in matches where the board stall's happening. Again, part of the tournament tomorrow is 16 players, and Caleb said he's likely to play Esper, and Newmont was playing a bunch of Esper as well, so if 2 players are playing Esper, then Growth Chamber Guardian is infinitely better than Deckhand. So if I'm going to play something like this, I'd like to play cards that hedge Esper. So I agree with you that Deckhand's probably great in a diverse field, but if I know, like, an eighth of the field at a minimum is playing Esper, maybe more, then playing cards to hedge that matchup seems reasonable. What was the modern deck today? We played Just Kinda Hiri this morning. I think the new mulligans are just going to be good for Magic in general. Hey, look at that. A Frilled Mystic they probably can't beat. Let's do it. I will say this. Nullhide Ferox plus Frilled Mystic might be my new drug. This is kind of great. This is kind of just everything I want to be doing in life until I play Niv Mizzet here. Do I counter this? Nah, they might tap out for a giant explosion. Because they're going to have 14 mana. 14 mana is exactly enough to turn off Nullhide's Hexproof and shoot it for 6. Right? It's exactly enough. No, it's 2 over. It's 2 over. Wow, the last card is Nexus of Fate. Holy crap, I'm just ready to be done for the day. Holy crap, I'm ready to be done for the day. I don't have it in me to play against this set after we've been live for 8 hours. It just beats the hope right out of me. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna be done. I'm playing Just Guy Control tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Zorin, thanks for the 5-month resub. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Wednesday wherever you're at. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be doing 2 Modern Leagues in the morning, and then I'm gonna do 1 donation deck, and then I'll have to restart the stream in the middle, so that way I can kick on with a 3-minute delay for the tournament. So catch all of y'all around later. I'm not playing Esper because Esper is flipping miserable to play. It's miserable. It's misery incarnate. There's no win conditions. You just sit there and like hate yourself while you grind the games out. And I play Magic to have fun. So playing a bunch of Esper mirror matches sounds miserable. Not gonna do it. All right. What am I doing? I'm finding someone to host here.